You ready for this?
I mean, watch this.
Maybe you should put it in this.
I'm gonna put it on my right here on my crotch.
Just don't move it a lot, because you can hear rustling and shit if you move it around.
So don't get an erection.
Don't get an erection. I know it's gonna be hard.
Puntastic.
See? Hey everybody, I'm already recording. This is Chris Nays. Your favorite drummer, maybe. Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean,
Meg White's way better, but go on.
oh, who's this talking?
Oh, hey. Hi.
Joining me, this is,
My name is Greg Sampson.
nice to meet you, Greg.
Hi.
Also known as Jimmy Lopez.
Hola.
Returning to the show.
Hello.
Oh, God, we'll applaud that. We'll applaud ourselves
And,
while we do this. Sure.
in comparison to last time we did this,
Okay.
we are actually on the road.
Yeah. This is one of the few that we have actually been on the road. So how about that? The last one I recorded, I was sitting in my parking lot at my apartment. You didn't listen because you don't listen to the shows.
I don't know what I'm even doing.
I know you don't. It's fine. It's good. It's more natural that way when you admit that you have no fucking clue what you're doing.
Yeah. Well,
Probably should have let that guy go.
well,
It's too late now to worry
yeah,
about that.
damage is done.
Oh, he's just going to the gas station. It's fine.
Yeah, well, we got more important things to do.
Sure, we're podcasting.
Like this show, folks.
Welcome to Thorhammer on the Road. Otters. They're the listeners. You should know that. You don't.
Nope.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah?
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
You just got off of work.
Yes.
Tell the listeners what you do for a living.
I butcher Mother Nature
Yeah?
so that you can have power to charge your devices such as computers,
Yes.
phones, laptops, tablets to listen to this podcast.
So what you're saying is you cut down trees so that we can have sweet, sweet electricity.
to look up awesome things like porn and this podcast.
And, yeah.
I mean,
Well, in that order.
you can multitask. it's
Don't do both at the same time. That would make me extremely uncomfortable. Even though I'm not there with you, technically. You hearing my voice while you're taking care of yourself is not what I want.
for now.
For now, maybe in the future.
Maybe. As long as it's not like a personal thing,
Yeah.
like live and, you know.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to be there while you're masturbating. That's not really a social norm to do. Unless they're your significant other, and then all things are on the table.
Well, it could still be awkward.
Well, I mean, there is porn. I've seen porn where
Tentacle porn?
there's a guy, and it'll only be a guy jerking for like 5 seconds, and then he's interrupted by his girlfriend, or who's supposed to be his girlfriend on the porn.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh my god, what are you doing?
You're cheating on me.
What are we gonna do about this? And then it goes from there.
Yeah.
You know where it goes from there. Well, let's get into the show.
Alright, let's
All
do
right.
this.
Corrections department.
Corrections department.
Last episode, I said, well, at the Guar show, there was a technical difficulty where someone either stepped on a guitar pedal or pulled out a guitar cable or something like that. I'm still unsure who did it. I thought that it was the camera guy, but upon review of the video, it looks like it was the sound guy. The sound guy had to come on the stage and fix a drum mic that I broke.
Oh, I would have just blamed the ginger. So
Well, it wasn't me. It was most likely not the camera guy. It was the sound guy. So,
camera guy.
corrected.
Sorry.
I am corrected. Camera guy, if you're listening, my bad. Moving on. Let's plug the upcoming gigs, shall we? Gibbs?
I like the Gibbs that you guys do.
Gigs, shows, concerts. Friday, November 6th, playing with Van Lade and Elevate. Ding. Van Lade and Elevate out of Kansas City. We've played with both of them before. They both rule. The singer of Van Lade joined us on stage for a rendition of a Priest song. That was pretty sweet.
Super sweet.
Super duper sweet. That guy's not moving.
Not at all. He was probably listening to the podcast.
It's not live, so.
Well, I didn't say you were periscoping this. I just said.
How do you know about Periscope? You don't internet.
Because Sam came over to my house.
Oh
for one of those UFC fights and was periscoping live. I thought
Sam of How Should I Bro?
Yes.
Fame.
Yes. I thought periscoping meant something completely different.
Let's not get into that.
Erection.
Okay. Friday, November 6th with Van Lane Helvate. Venue to be determined. Still working on that. But you'll hear from me before then. So November 6th, be there, wherever it is. Saturday, November 28th, 8th, Thanksgiving weekend, we'll be in Chicago.
Ooh.
Yeah.
On the road.
Again. Thursday, December 3rd, playing with Blackfast and Havoc at Foo Bar. That's going to be a fucking insane show. Blackfast, of course, the local guys in St. Louis.
They're pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
Yeah, you definitely showed me that link on my cell phone one day.
Yeah.
I have one of those.
They just came out with an album.
Yep.
On a major label. So, congrats to you guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that kicks ass. Oh, yeah.
You're driving, so I'll do that.
I'll do that. You applause and I'll take care of it.
I'll definitely do that. Take care of that.
Friday, December 4th, we are on the road again. Also with Blackfest and Havoc in Lawrence, Kansas at a place called Jackpot. So we'll be there. We'll see you there. How about that?
Dude, that chick totally just picked her nose and ate it. I cannot make that up.
That is the glorious kind of things that you see on the road. And
you cannot make that up.
Guys, that just happened. I had to take your word for it that it just happened, but I believe you.
Your eyes were on the road, 10 and 2.
Well, my eyes were not 10 and 2. My eyes are at 12. And my hands were also not at 10 and 2.
Although there's probably going to be a correction in next one that it's not 10 and 2, it's like 9 and 3 or 9:30 and
I'm not narcissistic, but I do go back and listen to them just to make sure that everything sounds okay. And that's where I pick up stupid shit that I said. 2 episodes ago, I had to correct that I said listen clearly, and listening clearly is not something that people do. Listening closely is something that people do.
I mean,
listen clearly, think clearly is a thing, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Seeing clearly is a thing.
Yes. Which I was not doing earlier today. Whew.
What do you mean? What happened?
Man, just old age.
Old?
God, sucks getting old.
How old are you?
Let's see. I think I was
legit.
I think I was in my mid-30s when Jesus was around.
Oh. Well.
Yeah.
So
I'm 30.
All right. So 30?
30.
I'm also 30.
You're not. You just have.
No, I am. I legit am. 30.
You have to take a turd?
No. I did that earlier a couple of times. I had Subway earlier, so pooping happens right after that. Alright, well, that's all the gigs we have coming up. Next one is Friday, November 6th, so you should be there in town. Like to say congrats to Jesse Schobel. That guy.
You told me about this yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drummer. Well, it broke 2 days ago on all the metal websites.
Mm-hmm.
Your blabbermouths. Your
Metal sucks.
metalsucks.net. Your metal injection. All of those. That Jesse Schobel is the new drummer in a project with Phil fucking Anselmo.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, you've heard that name.
That chap before.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody in the metal community knows who that guy is. They're starting a project called Scour, and there is no music available yet. I believe Phil is on tour with Superjoint again.
Okay.
They're reunited, and they're doing a tour, and I believe they're playing with Danzig.
Ooh.
Which, that's a weird combination, but I like it.
Hey, I mean...
If they were coming to St. Louis, I would see the show, but they're not.
Well...
Anyways, Jesse...
St. Louis likes Taylor Swift, not so much
that's true.
Superjoint, so...
Jesse, congrats, dude. That's the dude that sold me my drum set.
Yep.
My fucking beautiful, gorgeous drum set, by the way.
That he says he hasn't put his balls on, but I don't believe it.
Well, I mean, Guitar Center employees are known for putting their balls on things. Don't quote me on that. Let's see. Oh, on the note of bands not coming to St. Louis, huge disappointment yesterday for me. Iron Maiden announced nine U.S. dates,
And
0 St. Louis dates. They will not be coming here in the coming months. I'm not happy about that, but it is what it is. It's St. Louis. This is what happens.
Yep.
You live in fucking St. Louis.
And you got to travel to Chicago
you
or
get boned.
Des Moines.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to go see a good show, it happens a lot.
Yeah, and you have to go. You can't.
Yes.
stay.
You and I, we've gone on the road a couple times.
Yeah.
Just to.
Well, I saw Maiden in Chicago with the good old Nate Hodges.
Yes.
And Han Dagedorn, also known as Dan Hagedorn. All right, we have arrived at our first destination, Target.
Target.
The Target for the fancy people out there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll return in a second.
Hope they have toilet paper.
Me too.
I'm just saying.
Okay, we're back.
Hey!
Hey! We got done it. Here, let's put this back on your crotch.
On my crotch. Let's put this here.
Got finished at Target, and then we went over to the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Ooh.
And it was delicious.
It was all right.
Well, maybe what I got was better than what you got.
Doubt it.
No, it was.
Probably.
Pulled pork is better than chicken.
Nothing's better than cock.
You said it, not me.
Hey!
All right. So, where did we leave off? I don't even remember. Oh, the Iron Maiden. Not coming to St. Louis. Kind of bummed. Although, new record. Fucking awesome. Jimmy, you haven't heard it, have you?
Megatron. I think you said we were actually going to go back to my place.
We are?
And listen to it.
We can.
I thought that's what you said.
I don't remember saying that.
Well, that's because...
But we totally will.
That's because you really don't care about our friendship.
Yeah, no, I do. And it's important to me. I I wouldn't have had you on this podcast twice if I didn't like you.
Aww.
That's not true. I would probably bring somebody on here that I didn't like that much, just for some kind of interesting quality of conversation.
Something a little different.
Yeah. Let me bring on some motherfucker I hate.
Here he is.
Yeah, so totally gonna jam some Iron Maiden at home. I like that idea.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking idea.
And I got a little surprise for you when we get back to my house too.
It's probably little. It's probably real little.
Well, compared to what you have, yes.
Oh. I don't even know. What do I have?
Let's just say it involves... It involves beating on something.
Oh,
with sticks.
Oh, okay. That you narrowed it down.
Really narrows it down right there. Probably should have thought about that before I drank beer. How to really reel people in. Oh my God, what's he talking about? Oh, he just gave up the ghost.
Yeah,
in 2
you just
seconds.
said exactly what it
Jesus.
was.
Ah.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the question and answer segment. On our way
on.
back to the Jimmy Lopez household.
Oh.
These are mostly questions for you.
For me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
For me? Okay.
You believe it or not, you have fans.
I don't.
Yeah, well, there's this thing called the internet.
I use it for porn.
You use it for porn for nothing else, though.
That is not true.
No social media.
No.
No talking to friends.
No, I basically give Amazon my money, and I give porn websites my money.
Why would you give porn websites your money? That's the first question.
Because you just get caught in a click tornado. One thing leads to
Click tornado.
one thing leads to
That's
another.
a great fucking new term. I love it.
One thing leads to another, and you're looking at Brazilian fart videos. You don't really know what you're doing online. I don't know.
Clearly, you have no idea what you're doing.
I don't internet.
All right. Well,
all right.
I'll direct you to the free porn.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right.
Let's start off with a question from Billy.
Oh, do I know this?
It's the Billy that you know.
Okay. All right. Hi,
Why
Billy.
does Jimmy like looking like a turtle?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Really?
Why do you like looking like a turtle? Please answer.
It's not really that I enjoy looking like a turtle. It's just my natural physique that it was given.
Yeah.
And way to bring up something from high school, you freaking jerk.
Yeah, Billy, that's kind of rude. I'm not sure if it's the nicest thing to compare someone to.
I could bring up your holy fucking jeans and your fucking masturbation is not a crime t-shirt. Piece of... Hi, Billy.
I had some great times hanging out with Billy back in the day.
Yeah. I was in a couple friendships with Billy back in the day.
Was there we went to a movie with Billy one time. It was
What?
You, me, Billy, and Mallory. We saw...
Oh my God!
Was it the Tooth Fairy?
Oof.
Is that the name of the movie? Is the fucking...
With Dwayne...
It's a horror movie.
No, I thought you were talking about Dwayne Johnson.
No. No, it was... Oh, God damn it.
Do you know if Mallory listens to this?
I could tell her to. I don't know if she does or not.
Ah, shit. We did. I could have... Man, I don't remember if it was Billy...
Oh, it was definitely... I have a picture from that day, so...
You still have that?
Yeah.
Where we went in the photo booth?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Totally
That's
have it.
insane.
Yeah. Pretty nostalgic in that way.
That's really cool. Put in the shoebox under your bed.
It's actually in my bathroom. Yeah.
Oh. So, like, your shit follicles are just sticking to that picture.
Yeah.
What a...
What a dick. Okay, next question. Ian would like to know, is Thorham the best mascot ever? Okay. He posted a picture with that. Okay. I don't have the picture, but basically, it's a pig in a Thor costume.
Okay, now...
Is it the best mascot ever? Go.
Is it the best mascot ever?
In all of mascot lore.
In all of mascot lore? Oh my god, there's some really good ones out there. There's mascot A. And I really like mascot B. That's a good one.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do.
What do you think is a good mascot?
Here's what we're going to do. Because I do not know what this actually looks like, what we're going to do is...
It's like a pig and a Thor.
I understand that, but what we're going to do is, whenever we conclude this, we're going to hit the old pause button.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up, or you're going to look it up.
Okay.
And then while we pick a super sweet jam to, conclude this interview / podcast.
Sure.
I will chime in and have Tim do a super sweet fade job.
Yeah.
Of me saying whether or not it is a really good mascot and or the best of all time.
Okay.
So look forward to my answer at the end of this here podcast.
Well, that's something to look for.
There it is.
John would like to know, why do you fear mustard?
Oh, God damn it.
This is something that has come up many times.
I've told you guys this story 100 times. It's going to be a letdown. Why do I want to say this?
Do the condensed version.
I used to work at a hockey rink concession stand, and assholes would push the mustard plug from the top of the bottle into that so that whenever they would sit there and shake the bottle, it would go and then spray everywhere, right?
That's disgusting.
So my boss decided one day, hey, dig through all the bottles and get those out. Hated it ever since. The smell is disgusting.
It scarred you forever.
Yes. And I've never been a fan. This is going to be a red light.
I can't say that I necessarily like the
Hey. There are different mustards out there. Everyone is probably, ooh, honey mustard is so good. Spicy brown mustard. They're okay. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't like them. You're not going to see me squirt a bottle of it in my mouth and say, delicious, can I have another? It's disgusting. But that is why.
And that's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
This
is fucking America.
I was about ready to say as a red-blooded American, but...
Well, you're sort of red-blooded.
Sort of red-blooded.
Dan would like to know, what is the name of the mossy rock that impacted Earth to spawn life?
Say what now?
Let's move on.
No, I actually want to answer.
No, I don't have any idea what he's talking about either. What is the name of the mossy rock that impacted Earth to spawn life?
Actually, it was Jiglagon, okay? Jiglagon, with a J.
Yeah.
Okay. When it actually impacted Earth, it caused a massive asshole to form on Earth. Right? So Earth was actually penetrated by this big rock.
Where's that asshole today?
That asshole is actually very, very deep in the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
A lot of people speculate it's either the Bermuda Triangle or the lost city of Atlantis. Actually, it is the asshole of the Earth.
I think it's the Bermuda bunghole.
The Bermuda bunghole. But it was impregnated by this thing.
Yeah.
It spawned life.
Yeah.
Life comes from...
Whoa. Somebody's getting pulled over.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're on the road. We are on the road.
So the Earth had its anus forcefully intruded, impregnated, life came from water. Hallelujah. There it is. There's the answer.
Jiglagon. Next question is... Dan would also like to know, why does Star Wars have explosions in space when space is a vacuum and explosions are impossible in space? Because it's a fucking movie.
BAM! Took the words right out of my mouth.
It's a movie.
It is a movie.
Explosions are exciting.
Yeah.
Get over it.
You want to know what else is false about that? Everything. It's fiction.
Yeah.
It's meant to be enjoyed.
Sure.
Take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Artistic license, people.
Stop looking too much into these things.
Well,
just enjoy it.
Some people, this is all they got in their life.
John is back with another question.
Oh boy.
How many Mexicans can you fit in a single cab truck?
In a single cab truck?
Yeah.
It actually really depends on the make and model.
Okay, but you gotta
50.
Let's take this apart. No, definitely not 50. But are you gonna be able to drive it?
Yes, 50.
You can drive it with 50. You can't even fit 50, much less drive it with 50.
50. Have you been to the circus and seen a clown car?
Okay, I didn't know they were Mexican clowns. You didn't say that.
Have you ever seen the world's greatest hide-and-seek game? It was Mexican. He was actually in the glove box of a car.
Yeah.
It's on the internet. Look it up. One of the other things that I look up online.
We've arrived at Jimmy's house. We're gonna walk inside now. That's what's happening.
We are no longer on the Ruad.
We got stopped.
Oh, let me grab my bag. By the way, they had toilet paper there. And baby wipes.
At Tarjay?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Oh, I need to grab my bag too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of, we didn't go into this before we went and got delicious eats and some delicious beers,
Yeah.
but Chris got into a awesome conversation with a chick at Target about how her car didn't have a CD player. That was random. Didn't know that was a thing.
I don't know why she started talking to me about her car.
She had a super sweet 99
because
Volvo.
I bought
Oh, CDRs.
CDRs,
yeah.
yeah.
That's it. All I know is I was paying for my stuff, and I came into the ass end of that conversation, and she's talking about how she had a super sweet 99 Volvo.
I didn't really want to talk to her, but I was being polite.
Well, you know. Oh! Did you bring beer here and not tell me?
I did.
Wow!
So you can have one.
No, I don't need one. I'm gonna drink one of these nasty things. You can have a delicious one. I will have a nasty one. We are gonna take 5 seconds to crack open a beer. This has been Thorhammer on the road. And we're back!
That was less than 5 seconds.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. Did you chill that too?
Well, I brought it, and it just made sense to put. For the listeners, I got a koozie out of my 6-pack.
And it was chilled. He chilled his koozie.
I chilled my koozie.
Chilled the koozie.
I'm proud of it.
Oh, I'm walking away from you. Do you want to just do this in here?
No, we're gonna do it in there. But do you have a?
I actually
bottle
do.
Opener for me?
I actually do. Look at this. On the side of the fridge, like a real man.
Oh, how about that?
It's magnetic. There you go. Bam!
What just happened?
Oh my god, he is such a man, folks. He just broke the bottle while opening it.
I don't think I did.
Yes, you did. Look.
Where's it at?
I just saw the chip. Don't make me sound... See, right there.
I'm pretty sure they can hear that.
They could not hear that. Take master control, sir. Ground control to Major Tom. There's a light right here. Bam.
Alright, so...
Alright. Are there any more questions? Oh, you left them?
I left the questions.
Let me leave the studio real quick.
Are they in the kitchen?
I told you.
I was thinking they were in the Jeep.
I had to leave the studio, but I came back.
Okay, so... Did we get to how many Mexicans?
Yes, 50.
We settled on 50?
Well,
Are they clown Mexicans, though?
they're not clown Mexicans.
What's the
Fine, 7.
What's the Spanish word for clown?
Clown.
El clown.
El Clowno. El Clowno.
Nobody knows that.
Not even the Mexicans.
John would also like to know, what is the meaning of life?
To fuck.
So, to create more life, or to just fuck for the
Fuck.
fucking...
As much as you possibly can.
I can fuck a lot.
You fuck yourself a lot. That was harsh.
I also have a lady friend. She lets me.
Whoa! Do not go on. You cannot be saying this kind of stuff.
Oh, I can totally say this kind of stuff.
What if her parents are your parents?
Well, don't whisper because the listeners can't hear what you're saying.
What if your parents or her parents are
No, I
listening?
don't think that's going to happen. Dan would like to know, why does the washer eat only one sock?
It's actually how it stays going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, see?
So, socks, one sock at a time, fuels the washer.
See.
See?
Yes.
Okay. Chris would like us to review the Guar Show as Beavis and or Butthead.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I am not a very good impersonator of Beavis or Butthead. Yeah, exactly.
Fucking Guar!
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Shut up, Butthead!
That's as close as I can get.
If you
Actually, the first time that I heard of Guar was on
Don't
the
say the
Beavis and
Beavis and
Butthead
Butthead video game?
It totally was.
Okay.
It might have been the show, but
what about did you see him on Empire Records? I think it was Empire Records.
I've actually never seen that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was Senor Cusack. That was having like a dream sequence or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
and Guar was in it.
Yeah, buzzed up right now. I'm trying to remember high school years.
Yeah, the Beavis and Butthead video games were awesome though.
I can't believe you actually made it that far. I never made it to the Gore concert.
Oh yeah.
Cause dude, that game was stupid.
What was great
it was a massive seek and find.
well, there was 3 different versions. There was, well, there might have been 4 because of Game Boy. I don't know if it was on Game Boy or not. But Super Nintendo version, Genesis version,
Genesis was the one
and
that-
PC.
I would say Genesis was
Genesis
the one.
was a seek and find for sure.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo had some side scrolling and also.
Well, I mean, yeah, there was some side scrolling, but I mean, like, Jesus, it was like, oh, to get to this part, you got to find the yo-yo and.
There was a certain way of piecing together each thing, like
Yep.
the consequence of this will lead to this. Like if there was some kind of old lady and a dog in a dryer at a laundromat and like, just all kinds of weird shit going on in the game.
Dude, when we're done with this, are we gonna go hook up my old school systems downstairs to my old school tube television?
Well, I believe we already have made plans to listen to some Iron Maiden.
Which I have a speaker system downstairs.
And also, you still need to determine whether or not Thorham is a good mascot.
On it right now. Which is gonna come at the end, folks.
Yeah.
At the end.
That is the end of our questions.
Oh, boo!
So,
by the way,
yeah.
weak sauce questions, everybody.
We could have gone through more questions that Dan sent, but he sent way too many, and I don't have time for that.
Nothing from
They
Kenny.
were all completely ridiculous.
Nothing from Kenny.
Nothing from Kenny.
Surprised nothing from Mike.
You know what? Actually, Tim.
Tim?
There was no question, but he did suggest that you and I and Nick and Tim also all record a podcast together.
Yeah. I think actually Tim and I, we were talking about that after you forced me to listen to my first one, and then I got clearly buzzed up during that as well.
Yeah.
And I started. No, it was the one where Tim was talking about our project,
Okay.
Project Odin Sleep,
Yeah.
and then he was calling me out.
Yeah.
So then I called him out
You
via
wanna call him
text
out now?
via text message.
Oh.
And then, like, at the very end of it, we kind of had, like, our little bro moment. And I was like, we should totally do that because that was fun. And he's like, oh, we're going to. And then I think it was either the next week or 2 weeks after that, we did talk about that whenever we were recording. Mm-hmm. That we want to do that. And I still think it'd be a good idea. I think it would be an awesome idea.
For sure. The more podcasts, the better. The more different people.
I don't know what I looked up, but I don't think that's what your logo is. No. I don't think that's what the logo is. Do not image Thor Ham Pig.
Yeah, do not Google
logo.
Thor Ham Pig logo. That was awful.
Oh, man.
That was fucking awful.
It took like 3 seconds for that to like clear up too. There was a blurry picture at first.
Yeah.
So while you're looking this up, do you want to talk about anything else?
I did find the picture that...
Then we will look it up, and I will give my verdict at the end.
Give your assessment at the end, yes. I did want to introduce a new segment.
Okay.
I did reference it last podcast that I was thinking about doing this. Here's some background on this segment.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, I read an article on a metal website about Metallica beer. Okay? They're doing a couple shows up in Canada.
Okay.
Not sure where exactly in Canada it was, but they were closing an arena and opening a new one. Okay? So it was the last show that was... last event that was ever going to be at this Canadian arena. Okay? So they had these Metallica Budweiser cans. They were black and had Metallica and then some fucking lightning going down. It was just your normal Budweiser brand beer, right? But with a super sweet Metallica logo. And then I believe they had some kind of beer truck up there too that was kind of fucking Metallica all over it, you know. But it made me think of this segment that I could do where we share a beer, call it a Metallica beer. Obviously, well, they only sold these Metallica beers up at that event, which I found out later. But we can say that they're Metallica beers, and then just share a Metallica memory or something that you remember from growing up or anything that is Metallica related at all that you wanted to talk about while we share this Metallica beer. Also, I'm going to get a sweet intro to this segment together, and I'll email it to Tim. Hopefully I get it before I post this podcast. I'm not going to say what it is.
I think I know what it is.
It's going to be something James Hetfield related.
That's what I figured! Oh, man! You and I.
Alright. Cheers.
Cheers.
To James Hetfield. Yeah! Do you have anything that comes to mind particularly?
I do, but I want to get my thoughts together first.
Okay.
Because
what I was gonna say that for some reason made me think of you whenever it came out was Between the Buried and Me did a cover of Shortest Straw, I think it was.
No, Blackened.
Blackened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was on Justice.
It was Blackened.
That was pretty badass. I don't really have much beyond that, but they nailed it.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
Actually, I will admit that entire album is... There is definitely some bands on there that I'm just like, but their versions of the songs, pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like...
Not many bands actually have covered Metallica. There's not a lot of bands that have the balls to do that kind of thing. That think they can...
They definitely did their own thing.
Yeah.
But it was definitely very, like, true to the source material. Which, at the time, especially because if I'm not mistaken, which you might have to go into the section of fuck-ups and go back there and edit it, but I believe that album came out right after Alaska.
Okay.
and that's when they were still real.
I think in the chronology, yes.
I believe that, like I said, it should have came out around the time of Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
It should have came after. And BT Bam was still heavy in the, death metal-ish, side. They had just really started turning towards the more progressive side, which you and I have talked at length about that.
Oh, for sure.
That I love self-titled all the way to Coma. Like, I love it all. I really do. But, like, early on is good. They've just, in my personal opinion, have just continued to push that envelope.
There's not many but they're one of the Between the Buried and Me is one of those bands that could pull it off, and they did.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's what I was gonna say was that at the time they were still heavy in the real, guttural, throaty, screamy vocals, real deep.
Yeah.
I mean, and he was singing, and at that time that was completely different.
Right.
Every BT Bam album has had singing in it.
Yeah.
But it's been mostly, rah, rah, rah.
Right.
So, that was completely different at the time.
What's your favorite Metallica album? Gun to your head.
Gun to my head? God, jokingly, of course, I want to say Saint Anger, but... you are never going to get a better lyric than I'm madly in anger with you. That's just never going to happen.
More funny lyric.
It's comical. Because what does that even mean?
I don't know.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. I know that, with the latest album, they tried somewhat going back. A real majority of me, wants to say, mostly because, honestly, as weird as it is, Kill 'Em All is still, to me, it.
Yeah.
But if you really listen to Master of Puppets, I don't think they recorded a better, a more musically, strong.
Yeah.
It was so good, especially for the genre that they are. You know what I mean? That was a step above everybody else. You know what I mean?
They really pushed the genre forward with Master.
Because Justice is good.
Yeah.
It's great. And
but it's sort of a step sideways.
Exactly. It's great.
And production-wise, not that great.
I still, like I said, I still love the album.
Yeah.
And then, Lightning is good too.
I think you're right in the right spot though, because you see, Kill 'Em All for its rawness and just pure in your face.
They were young. They were really enthusiastic about doing this, and it was early. It was the early stuff. You can really tell their age.
And then Master, they had super hit their stride.
Bam!
And it's just top to bottom, great songs.
God, I think I have to say Master personally.
Great songs. Songwriting.
I think I'm gonna have to say that. Like I said, I love Metallica. Except for Black. Hell, I'll even I don't care. Here's a man card. I think S&M is good.
Yeah.
For what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to that being like, this is it! This is Metallica and it's fucking finest, folks!
Yeah.
No, but for what it is, it was
My dad really likes that record.
Well, for what it is, it was something different, you know what I mean? The garage stuff,
Yeah. There was some cool covers on that too.
I still say the best one in my opinion is Whiskey. Whiskey in a Jar. I love that though.
Well, Thin Lizzy is the shit.
But I mean, that's a cover of a cover of a cover of a cover of a cover. So still, it's a great song. Mm-hmm. It really is. That's just me personally. I like that one the best.
Well,
so, people can write in the comment section.
Yeah,
his opinion is bullshit, and I don't care. Guess what? It's America.
The reason that I wanted to do this little segment is because I think Metallica is pretty universal in people that like heavy music. There's at least a little bit of some of everybody that is into heavy music that is rooted in Metallica in some way. So a little bit, maybe just a little bit, but it's there. Yeah.
Well, okay. Case in point. Maybe this is my Metallica reference, like memory. I remember when I was growing up, my dad is half the reason that I have my love and obsession for Rush and for Queen.
Yeah.
My dad loved them.
Two fucking great bands, by the way.
But at the same time, my dad didn't understand it. He was just like, hell yeah, these songs rack.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's like, hey,
he didn't really look much past that.
No, and also he really didn't look past much the radio hits.
Yeah.
You know, like my dad was like, except for 2112, he would listen to that all the way through. But you can go to a store right now.
But Casey played the first couple of minutes of 2112, so.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is all the way through.
Oh yeah.
If you're listening to what is it, the Sunday?
The first side of.
They'll play the whole thing, and my dad will be like, "Oh my god, from the beginning to end, oh my god, it's so good."
Yeah.
But like, if you know, I've sat there and last year I bought my dad, I think it was. Which one did I buy? It doesn't matter. I bought my dad a Rush DVD last year for Christmas because he was always constantly borrowing mine.
Yeah.
So I was like, screw it, he's finally going to get it. And, you know, we would always listen to that kind of stuff, but he never got it. My dad, radio guy. So I remember sitting there listening to, watching Tommy Boy when White Zombie is on stage.
Yeah.
Okay? And my dad was like, hell yeah, that's some hard rockin' shit right there. And my cousin, she's like, Jim, you don't want him to listen to that. He'll end up listening to bands like that and Metallica. And my dad's like, well, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Metallica rocks.
Yeah.
You know, and which, by the way, if anybody knows my dad, sounds absolutely nothing like it. All of a sudden, my dad sounded like a white trash hillbilly that drinks Bush beer and chews Skull. Then my dad went on this But
you heard him say that, and you're like, oh, this might be something that I want to.
Well, and that's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
He immediately went downstairs, and he pulled out some CDs, and one of them, Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean...
Yeah. Pretty similar. I remember seeing Master of Puppets sitting on my dad's, the table next to the stereo and looking at that album cover and being like, what is that? I need to hear what this is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Because it is an intense album cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's striking to the eye. You know what I mean? However many years later, I'm still fucking balls deep in Metallica.
I mean,
I think that they get a lot of criticism, but I think every great band is a polarizing kind of thing.
Well,
you know?
okay. Case in point, I remember. God, I must have been in 7th or 8th grade when Load came out, and I remember everyone, oh my God, Load.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't stand it.
It's radio songs.
No, the reason I couldn't stand it was because it wasn't the stuff that I remembered.
Oh, yeah.
When I was young back then, I had a hard time with change. No, sure. I want to hear what I want to hear. Play the hits, don't play this new garbage.
Yeah.
But,
The butt hurt started early.
Well, I mean, I have plenty of friends.
Yeah.
Plenty of friends that we get into legitimate arguments. You know, because they'll say the Black Album is hands down their best album. And nope. Not to me, it's not.
Yeah, I think production-wise, it's pretty fucking great. Songwriting-wise, if you're wanting radio songs, yeah, it's right in that sweet spot. And I mean, the success of it speaks alone for itself.
Agreed.
But is it my favorite? Far from it. So. I guess we'll just close it up there. Let's close up the Metallica segment.
Close it up?
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. Started it with a drink, ended it with a drink.
Yeah, all we gotta do, that's the way it should be. All we gotta do now is a couple plugs.
Okay.
Next show, November 6th.
November 6th.
Friday, Foo Bar. With Van Lade and Helevate. I expect you to be there, Jimmy.
I should be.
You haven't been to a show in a while?
It's been a while, yeah. You know.
It's been a while. No, I'm going to stop there.
You just got the death stare, bro. Oh!
Let's continue plugs. You can find us on Facebook. Just look up Thorhammer. We should be the first one on there. What?
Oh, so you mind if I get a couple plugs in once you're done?
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, I mind. That's fine. No, I'm joking. Do whatever you want. Let's see. YouTube, we are at Thorhammer Metal. You know that?
Yes, because I watch your drum cam videos.
Fucking A, bro.
Oh, that was terrible.
Was white guy high five.
Wow. You gotta look at the elbows, man. That's how you do it. You gotta look at the elbows.
Thorhammer Metal, like Jimmy just said, there is plenty of drum cam videos.
Yep.
Check them out, man. The entire Guar set is up.
Yep.
Let's see, where else can you find us? You can find me on Twitter and Instagram.
Ooh.
At The Bag Hutch. It's from Bob and David. Mr. Show. You know The Bag Hutch?
Yes, that's why.
No shit?
Dude. Holy crap.
That's my handle.
Dude.
Nobody had
Hold
taken
on one second.
I was surprised that no one had taken The Bag Hutch.
Hold on 1 second. Do you have a favorite skit from that at all? This is way off. I just have to ask.
Probably Pit Pat.
The little fucking...
The genderless...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what mine is?
I don't know. That show's fucking great.
Seriously? It's one of those transition pieces where it's going... Like, they're going from the TV... Or they're going from, like, the living room into the TV. And it's a commercial for the cock ring emporium. Oh. Any cock'll do!
Forgot about that one.
I fucking love that one, dude. That was
just recently.
So good.
I went through YouTube and watched every episode because all the episodes are on YouTube.
I have them downstairs. You should have just told me.
I'm gonna borrow that from you.
It's so good.
So I can watch it better fucking quality than YouTube.
Dude, that show is so amazing. Way ahead of its time. But anyway, sorry about that,
listeners. If you haven't watched Mr. Show, Bobby David, you better get on that shit.
Yep.
And they're bringing it back. They're calling it something else, but they're putting it on. They're putting it on Netflix. February or March.
No shit, man. Maybe I should elbows. I'm telling you, maybe I should Maybe I should internet from time to time. Holy crap!
Yeah, dude, they're bringing back Mr. Show with all the original people. They're just not calling it Mr. Show because of
they can't. Rights. HBO probably owns the rights to that. Yeah. Yeah.
So find me on Instagram and Twitter at The Bag Hutch. No shit.
That is so crazy. Anyway,
I love bag hutches. You're so stupid.
Yep. All right. So.
What else? Oh yeah, subscribe and like this podcast. Give me some fucking comments on this podcast, please. For the love of goddamn God.
Even if it's don't ever have that stupid Jimmy on here again.
Which, by the way, I'll ignore that fucking comment.
I'm just saying.
I will defend you.
Positive and negative.
To the end of the world, I'll defend you.
Positive and negative.
Totally. I'll take fucking send me questions. Anything. All of it. Please. That'll do it for Thorhammer plugs. What do you got going?
I would like to make a couple plugs real quick.
You cannot find him on the internet.
You cannot find me on the internet whatsoever. I do have a Snatch chat, but I will not.
Give it.
I am not giving that out online.
Fine. Go ahead.
Even if I did give it out online, I would probably deny it.
I don't think you'd get any followers.
Probably not. I do have that. Other than that, I would like to plug Stag Beer. I have recently changed to Stag Beer. So
just Stag. No, is there any Stag Light? Is there?
Actually, I have an old bottle of Stag Light from my grandpa's house downstairs.
So there was a Stag Light.
At one point, it's a hand grenade bottle. Yeah. It is bitch.
Yeah.
All right. I would like to plug that.
Stag Beer.
I would like to plug the band that I'm in. We have no website. We have no music online. But check us out. Project Odensley. Check us out.
When it does hit the internets, I'll be sure to let people know about that.
If you are into...
Tim has already plugged it up.
If you are into Thorhammer's music, we sound nothing like it whatsoever.
It's a great plug.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't even care. I like all music. I would also like to...
Well, let's not get carried away.
I would also like to end this with a thank you.
To...
You.
To me.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being my guest on this glorious...
Travel around the world and back again.
You're the truest otter there ever was.
Why, thank you.
Swimming in the seas of pod.
You can't see what I'm doing.
He's doing the normal...
It's like a breaststroke / windmill. Like, if you could imagine me, like, hardcore dancing in, like, 1996.
Right.
But I'm, like...
well, you were going forward.
Right.
Now you're going backward. Now you're...
I'll just do whatever I want.
Alright. We're going to close it up, guys. Thanks for listening. Like I said, subscribe and, hey, give a share or something. I don't know. Do something. As Jimmy said, he's going to give his verdict on the Thor Ham mascot. What do you think?
Dude.
What? Okay.
Damn.
Look, for our listeners, look up pig dressed as Thor. It is the first image that comes up in images.
It's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the greatest mascot of all time.
I wouldn't either.
I'm definitely 100% not gonna say that. But this thing is seriously the cock and the balls.
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome.
Alright. Thanks for listening, guys. See you on the next pod. Tim, I got a song for our listeners here.
Which one?
Well, what? Can you think of one, or is it going to be a repeat of last time where you can't think of one?
No, I was actually going to ask you, what did you play last time?
I don't remember. Shallow Grave, maybe?
The last time we did one,
Yeah.
or your last one?
Oh. I don't remember that one either. I kind of just throw one on there.
Well, if you haven't done Blood Eagle...
Blood Eagle is the last one.
Damn it! Damn it!
You want me to do it again?
No. No.
Pick another great song that you like. Do it now.
I'll let you do it. You ruined my fun.
We ended this podcast on a sour note.
Oh.
Let's continue that with a sour song. Tim, start the thing.
Right
Go.
meow. Right
Go.
meow.
1, 2, 3, 4, go.
Right meow.
Go.
Christian command. Crush them till bones are wet. Tossed in the palms of